like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't expect that Rasengan from Boruto, partly because in the previous episode Boruto actually did use the Rasengan, or that similar type of Rasengan, and it didn't really do much. But regardless, I think Boruto definitely utilized his tools to the best of its abilities. The Rasengan is definitely gonna be cool in certain situations for Boruto. I think what we're starting to learn from Boruto is the fact that he's probably gonna have like, I don't know, like half a dozen Rasengan. He already has multiple Rasengans as of right now. For example, Boruto has the regular Rasengan, he has the vanishing Rasengan, he has the Rasengan with some wind style to it, now he has the tiny Rasengan, and also in some OVAs we've seen a yellow Rasengan from Boruto. So it's going to be different variations of Rasengans, and I think it's going to be a little bit similar to how Sasuke really made the Chidori into his own. Kakashi taught Sasuke the Chidori, and he didn't really teach him a lot of variations to it, but Sasuke himself, he made different variations of the Chidori to help him out in an extremely adverse situation. For example, he has the regular Chidori, he has the Chidori stream, he has that Chidori sword, I forgot the exact name to it, but I'm pretty sure you guys understand. I'm going to put it in the video, but he just has multiple ways of actually using the Chidori, and we understand, just like Naruto with the Rasengan, that was Sasuke's strongest move when he was actually a little kid. I think that Boruto is definitely going to do something similar to that as Boruto does actually get older. Now, specifically when we talk about the tiny Rasengan, I think it's going to definitely be effective when it does actually get blocked. For example, exactly what Jojoji was trying to do to Boruto in this particular episode. And of course, I do want to point out, Boruto's Rasengan did actually get blocked, but it still did get through to Shojoji, and of course, it basically rendered Shojoji completely immobile. Even Kakashi said in this particular episode, he said if Shojoji didn't necessarily block that, Shojoji would have most likely been dead. And I do want to point out, it was a very good sight to see that Shojoji himself did actually have some motives to actually fight against Boruto. So it basically made it seem like Shojoji was taking this 100% serious. For example, before the fight actually started, there was an implied agreement that they all had that Shojoji would get his time reduced if he actually did beat Boruto in a battle. So Shojoji was definitely trying, but of course it just shows you how strong the new Rasengan that Boruto actually has is. Now, of course, I think one of the biggest questions a lot of people are going to have is how effective it's going to be versus a character like Deepa, because of course Deepa is the big blood. Deepa is actually the person that forced Boruto to realize that, hey, I'm really nothing, I have to go back to train. Now, I really don't have any, concrete evidence about this. This is just my flat out opinion. I doubt this Rasengan is actually going to work against a character like Deepa. But now, one thing that we do already know is the fact that if Boruto was actually working in the team, he does have the ability to actually get close to a character like Deepa because he did it before. And the biggest advantage for Boruto in this particular situation is going to be the element of surprise. Deepa's probably going to feel like Boruto probably didn't get better, and he probably try to hit him with the same old Rasengan. So it's definitely going to be a very good chance that Boruto actually does get close to Deepa. But in terms of if hypothetically they do fight again, would definitely be able to hit Deepa with that Rasengan. It would definitely do a little bit of damage. But in terms of actually beating Deepa with that ability, I highly doubt that that's going to be the situation. Boruto would probably hit Deepa with that Rasengan once, and then Deepa will understand that he has to keep his distance. From what we've seen in Deepa's battles before against Shinki and Sugar Dai's team, and also against Team 7's team, it is very difficult to actually get close to Deepa. And not only that, his encounters with the ninjas from the Hidden Cloud Village basically makes it extremely clear that Deepa is more than comfortable in hand-to-hand combat. So if by some stroke of miracle Boruto, Sado, or Mitsuki actually do get through that defense that he does have, and of course him trying to keep distance, Deepa is extremely comfortable in throwing hands. Deepa is skilled in long range, mid range, and of course extremely strong in close range. So I feel like Deepa actually losing to a character like Boruto, even though Boruto does have the Rasengan, this new one, it would be a tall task to ask of Boruto. But now I do want to point out, as I said, Boruto is definitely getting a lot stronger when we talk about the Rasengan, and of course when we talk about his overall mental strength. One of the things that I was really impressed with Boruto throughout this whole training is the fact that it's not just about Deepa, it's not just about Boruto actually beating one foe, it's about Boruto getting better as an overall ninja. And of course, I think that's exactly what this Rasengan represents. Boruto's not going to necessarily try to do everything the way of his father, and we already knew that, mainly because he already came into the anime basically saying that this is my story. I think that Boruto wants to continuously make more Rasengans and continuously improve in his own way, and I love that about Boruto. But let me know what you guys think about this Rasengan in the comment section below, and give me your opinions about if you guys think that Boruto can actually beat Deepa if they do actually fight again in the future. But not only that, give me some of your opinions about his overall Rasengan arsenal. Do you guys like it? Do you guys think that Boruto is probably going to stop here, or do you guys think that Boruto is actually going to expand his Rasengan arsenal? Because as right now, as I said, he has the regular Rasengan, he has the vanishing Rasengan, he has the wind style Rasengan, and now he has the tiny Rasengan. And of course, in the OVAs, we have to point out he has the yellow Rasengan as well. Let me know what you guys think. It's me, your boy Baara B, and we out.
It's a knife.